14 Fit, day number 8. We're going to start again with some sun salutations, just like we did on day number 1. And then we're going to be working push-ups, alternating with rows and squats. I'll talk a little bit about rows because we haven't talked about those yet. But if you have something that you can safely row on, like a TRX or a really thick rope that doesn't bother your hands at all, you have to make sure that you have something secure to attach it to, like a cage or a door frame, something very, very sturdy. Obviously, you don't want to risk injury on this. So be smart with that if you try it. And if you don't have anything that's going to be guaranteed to be safe, and I'll show a couple row variations for you. But first, we're going to start with the sun salutations like we did on day number 1. So I'm here. I like to call these twisted because I'm adding rotation into it. So we're breathing. I'm trying to elongate my spine. Getting nice and tall. Thinking about wrapping my spine around an imaginary ball. Start to bring the arms down. Come into that rotation, that Egyptian. Finish the exhale. Inhale. Come down to toe touch. Exhale, bring the leg back safely. Knee going out over the third toe of the planted foot. I'm going to walk this forward a little bit to get a little extra stretch in my hip. Chest up as best as I can manage if you have to. This position is one of those ones where you may need to use something sturdy, as long as you can control it, to elevate up as you need for your level of mobility. Okay? Round of breath here, then I'm going to exhale, slide the hand up, bring into my second twist. My neck should be loose. Exhale the other leg back or come down and extend your leg safely. Come on into that downward dog position. Hey, my calves are a little looser today, that's nice. Come safely through into upper dog. You may have to support your hips on something in this position if your back feels tight. Again, I'm thinking about my spine being long. I'm not cranking on my back, but I'm trying to get my spine nice and tall. Here comes another rotation. If you can handle it, we're going to look over the shoulder, look towards the opposite ankle. Exhale back. Inhale, exhale the leg through. Knee going out over the third toe. Slow round of breathing here. Inhale up and rotate. Neck is relaxed. Step through safely. Bring the feet, you can bring them all the way together. Bend at the knees, inhale up. Last rotation in the upper body. And rest. That's one half of one round. You're going to repeat. When you go down, you're going to have the right leg out. Go through the whole series. You're going to end with the left leg. Come back up. Trigger points, whatever you're feeling tight with, now's the time to open it up. You can do up to 2 rounds of the prep process. But now I'm going to start addressing trigger points. I feel pretty good today, so we're going to move on to our next opener, which is going to be a hip. It's called a Cossack squat. It's going to get my hips open. I'm going to need something I can hang on to. I'm going to demonstrate with the TRX. You can use whatever you have available. Anything that you can put your hands on to distribute your weight. You're going to start with feet wider than your shoulders. When I do this, it's really important that my knees track my toes. So again, I'm aiming my knee over my third toe as I'm coming down. Let me think about the camera on this one. Well, here. You have to imagine that my hands are on something, right? So I'm steadying myself. working the knee over that third toe, coming down to a depth I can control with my TRX. I'm gonna try to slide across. I don't wanna stand up and come back down. I'm trying to get my hips low, and then I'm trying to slowly slide across, controlling my weight. Again, use something, hang on to a post, anything solid, a counter, your TRX, whatever you have available. Try to keep your chest up, and if you are holding on to something or you're trying to use it, as little as possible as you work into deeper ranges of motion. You're gonna feel a big stretch in your adductor, which are these, what most people call their groin muscles. Trying to keep my hips low, okay? 3 to 5 each direction until you feel like you've reached your max opening potential on that one. Next, we're gonna come into a supine pistol. This one's super cool. One of my favorite ab exercises. I use a stretch band. You may have to do a static hold with a belt or a rope. I'll show you both ways. Here's how it's gonna look with your band. Band around my heel. My other leg is straight, and I'm trying to drive this heel up with my toe pulled back towards me. Keep that nice and long. Create some tension. Pushing out. You should feel all your abs working. You should feel your hips stable. Switch sides. Opposite leg up. Getting a good stretch here. Can I see my rope, sweetheart?
Daddy?
Yes?
Can you give me a Trader's Veggies?
I know, just a minute. Thank you.
And where are they?
Well, they're at home. We're about to leave them. Here's another little fun variation is you can open this side up with something solid. Secure this one. And then pull and stretch at the same time. Just gotta keep that leg straight. You're gonna feel all your abs working, especially your pelvis. It's getting me good tension to get ready for when I'm actually gonna start to load. Do upwards of 2 rounds of that. I'm gonna post a picture of the workout into the comments. Now I'm gonna take my dowel or my rope, and I'm gonna do a prone position to open up my shoulders. So this is the same opener that we went through the other day, but now I'm gonna be using prone, which is just laying face down. I'm here, extending my arms away, chest up as much as I can control, my shoulders stay down and back, and I'm pulling out. At each range, as I go over my shoulders, I'm outward. I'm creating some outward tension by pulling on my band or my rope. You may not be able to bring your chest high, that's fine. You can keep your head down and do this movement. Chest up is going to start to work on our extension in our spine and strengthen our spine a little bit more, but you have to be able to control it. Okay, a couple of those. Push-ups. Recapping the main points from the other day. Good superhero chest, shoulders wide, down and back. I'm not trying to pull with my back muscles, my rhomboids. I'm not trying to get tight. I'm just trying to go from here to here with good posture like a superhero. Every superhero has the same chest posture, okay? So I'm here. If you have a yoga block or a cushion, you can create some extra ab tension for now. You're gonna come to that height where you found that you could do 8 to 10 push-ups. On the way down, I'm taking that bar and I'm trying to bend it and pulling myself into it, so I'm using my lats to pull myself down into my push-up. Then as I explode up, crushing, I'm trying to shorten the distance like this. Pushing from my armpits. Think about your armpits doing the pulling and the pushing. My neck stays loose, my shoulders are down and back, away from my neck. Okay? 7 to 9 reps. Come into my rows. Again, you have to have something tough to anchor this against, so make sure it's solid. The row is using the same setup as the push-up, so I have a good superhero posture, shoulders down and back, good vertical plank. I'm tight, and my spine doesn't change angles as I load it. I'm thinking about pulling from my elbows and pulling back as far as I can, crushing my armpits. So again, I'm pulling and I'm tightening. I'm squeezing those armpits. That's going to make my lats contract fully. 7 to 10 of those are optional. Again, you have to have something sturdy to pull from and something that can bear your weight. Here's an example of how you can possibly use a rope if it doesn't bother your hands. I've seen people post videos about how to build your own TRXs, so I'll be doing that with some stuff I find at Lowe's here in the next couple days. This is going to work my grip a lot more. Just make sure that you're safe and you have something good to anchor it against. Squats. I would take, if you have to start light, start with one of your lighter dumbbells that I was going to recommend for the upper body cardio. I'm going to use the bell that represents my 8 rep overhead press max. Let's break down the squat real quick since we didn't do it the other day. This comes from one of the heads of Strong First. It's a nice way of finding how to line your hips. Get my feet on camera. I'm going to start with my toes pointed perfectly forward. Rock onto my forefoot, rock to my heel. And as I do this, I'm going to start squeezing my butt as hard as I can. Like I'm trying to break something in my butt, like pinch a coin. Sounds weird, I know, the way I don't describe it. But as I do my rocks, I'm moving my feet out a little 1/4 of an inch at a time. And I'm going to find an angle where all of a sudden my glutes are rock hard compared to the other angles. For me, this is my toes out, a little bit more than 45 degrees. So now I have my setup. I've been going through all my ab tension drills and my getting ready in my warm-up. Make sure your abs are engaged and you can take a punch at any moment. If you can't, if you feel like there's something loose here, go back to one of the positions we've used either today or on a different day and make sure that we get that dialed in. So I need my abs braced the entire time. And actively pull myself down into it, keeping my chest up, working my hips towards my heels. Grunt and come back up. I'm aiming for 6 reps in my squat today. My back's tight, my chest is up. From the side. Again, I'm just sitting back and down. Aiming for my butt to get down here between my ankles. One more. You can play around with the squat. You can use your 8 press bell. You can use one dumbbell that's lighter. You can use both. There's so many different ways to play around. That's called a goblet squat. You can turn into a front squat with 1 or 2 hands. Experiment, see what feels strongest for you. You're going to do up to 6 rounds of that. Stop while you're still fresh. When your power starts dropping, you're going to stop each and every set. When overall you reach about 80% fatigue, you're done for the day. And then, if you have the time and resources, move on. Well, it's snowing right now. Running might not be the smartest thing today. If you have the ability to run safely, you can time yourself, challenge yourself, go 15 minutes, record the distance. We're going to do something with that in a further session. So I got for you today. Please post questions and comments down below. Make sure to share these. I'm trying to reach as many in Reno as I can right now so we can all manage our mental and emotional stress while we adjust to the changes that are going to be happening for the next couple of weeks. So hope that makes sense. If something isn't clear, please let me know. I'm shooting individual exercise videos now, so we need to make sure the directions are clear so that everybody is getting the best results possible, increasing their range of motion safely and effectively, getting stronger, metabolizing body fat, and gaining that strength. That should all be possible from the same workout. So that's what I got for you today. Go make a great day. Peace. Be kind and loving to each other. Talk to you soon. Bye.